What's up, Bills Mafia? Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into everything Buffalo Bills. The drama, the deals, and the dreams of bringing that Lombardi trophy home to Western New York. If you're a die-hard Bills fan who bleeds red, white, and blue, do me a favor, hit that like button to show some love for the team. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat in Bills country. The Buffalo Bills are on a mission, and not just to win. Games! This team is trying to perfect every detail, to build a championship roster from top to bottom. That means making tough decisions. It means investing in the right guys at the right time. And right now, one of the biggest question marks in Orchard Park revolves around one name. James Cook is entering the final year of his rookie deal. And folks, he's not coming cheap anymore. Reports say he wants somewhere around $15 million a year. And if you look at the numbers, it's not hard to see why. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Check tied the franchise record for rushing touchdowns in 2024 with 16. Check two-time. Pro Bowler? Check playmaker in the run game and passing game? Check. Let's not sugarcoat it. James Cook is playing like one of the top backs in the league, but here's where it gets tricky. And this is where I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Is he worth that kind of payday? You see, the Bills front office has been busy this offseason. GM Brandon Beane has already locked in Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir, Greg Rousseau, Christian Benford, and Terrell Burner to fresh extensions. They even worked some financial magic to free up cap space by tweaking Josh Allen's deal. But even magic has its limits, and the salary cap is starting to feel the squeeze. Beane didn't close the door on extending Cook in 2025, but as he said during Combine Week, the NFL moves fast. What's possible today might be impossible a year from now. So here's the $1 million, or should I say $15 million question. Can James Cook force the Bills' hand in 2025? Let's play this out. If Cook goes into next season and drops another monster year, say 1,200 yards, 15 or more touchdowns, and becomes a go-to weapon in a short pass game, he might make it impossible for the front office to say no. Especially if he's carrying the offense in key moments, protecting Josh Allen, and helping close out games. But it's not that simple. The Bills have depth at running back. Ty Johnson showed flashes last year, and rookie Ray Davis, I'll tell you, that kid can ball. The front office might think they can afford to let Cook walk, especially if he's looking for a deal that pushes the limits of running back salaries. Let's remember, NFL teams just don't pay running backs like they used to. Even guys like Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs had to fight tooth and nail to get paid. And they've got similar production to Cook. So unless James completely outshines expectations and becomes undeniably the engine of this offense, the Bills might let the market decide his value. Now, this wouldn't be such a tough decision if the Bills weren't in the thick of a Super Bowl window. This roster is stacked. Beane's built a defense that's fast and physical. The offensive line is returning all 5 starters. Josh Allen has his weapons. And yes, Pro Football Network still has the Bills listed as one of the top Super Bowl contenders heading into 2025. They're not looking to rebuild. They're looking to win it all. And if James Cook gives them their best shot, maybe you pay the man. But if he doesn't hit another level, or if he gets banged up in a high contact position like running back, well, we've seen this story before. Buffalo could draft another back, save the cap space, and keep investing in the trenches and defense. It's not personal, it's business. But for fans like us, it feels personal. James Cook isn't just another back. He's a fan favorite, a home run hitter, and a guy who helped power our playoff push last year. So what does Cook need to do this year to lock in that payday? Rush for over 1,000 yards again, stay healthy all 17 games, score 15 or more total touchdowns, become a bigger weapon on third down and in the red zone. The path is there, but it won't be easy. Not with Beane juggling contracts, the draft looming, and the reality that the running back position just doesn't get the respect it used to. One thing's for sure, Cook's not going down without a fight. He knows what he's worth. He knows this year is his chance to prove it once and for all. And if he plays like a man possessed in 2025, the Bills might not have a choice. They might have to pay him. Sean McDermott took the reins in Buffalo back in 2017 and quickly turned this franchise around. Since then, he's built a consistent winner, one of the most respected locker rooms in the league, a tenacious defense, and an offense that exploded with the rise of Josh Allen. Under his leadership, the Bills have racked up division titles, playoff wins, and respect across the NFL. But here's the thing, regular season success only takes you so far. In Buffalo, where the fans bleed blue and red and tailgate through blizzards, expectations are bigger. And the one thing that's been standing in the way of greatness, you guessed it, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Since the Josh Allen era began, the Bills have met the Chiefs in the playoffs 3 times. All 3 times Buffalo fell short. Most infamously, we all remember the heartbreak of the 13 seconds in 2021. Arguably one of the best playoff games in NFL history, but one that ended with the Bills watching from home while Kansas City moved on. Bleacher Report's Mo Moton recently weighed in on McDermott's status, and he didn't sugarcoat it. Despite McDermott being under contract through 2027, Moton believes the Bills' inability to get past Kansas City is enough to nudge McDermott closer to the hot seat. Let me read you this quote directly. McDermott is under contract through the 2027 campaign, and his team is one of the league's best. On his watch, the Bills have won 5 consecutive AFC East titles, but they haven't advanced past the AFC Championship game. He has to get past the Kansas City Chiefs soon, or the team may look for someone else to do it. That's a heavy statement. And while it's not necessarily an indictment of McDermott's coaching ability, because let's be clear, he's built something special, it speaks to the expectations in Buffalo. Look, no one questions the culture McDermott has brought to this franchise. Players respect him, the locker room has unity, and the front office, especially GM Brandon Beane, has stood beside him from day one. Together, they've drafted smart, managed the cap wisely, and developed young talent. That's not easy in today's NFL. But Bills fans, we're tired of We're tired of next year. And ownership knows that. The Patriots dynasty is over. The Jets are a chaotic mess. The Dolphins are flashy but inconsistent. The AFC East has been the Bills' playground for half a decade. But dominance over your division doesn't mean much if you can't break through in January. Let's look at the numbers. Under McDermott, the Bills are 12-1 in their last 13 games. Against the Dolphins, they swept the Jets last season. They've cleaned up the division. But outside of that bubble, the postseason picture gets murky. In 8 seasons under McDermott, the Bills have made the playoffs 6 times. But they've only advanced past the divisional round twice, and they've yet to make a Super Bowl appearance. The consistent theme? The Kansas City Chiefs. And it's not just about wins and losses. It's about adjustments. It's about game management. It's about whether the coaching staff can evolve when the moment is biggest. Now, don't get it twisted. McDermott isn't going anywhere tomorrow. He's earned the respect of the fan base and the league, but the NFL is a results-driven business. And after you've built a contender, the only thing left is to finish the job. The pressure is real. This offseason, Beane and McDermott have been active. They've added depth, locked in core players with extensions, and addressed critical needs. Joey Bosa joins the defense on a prove-it deal. Khalil Shakir was rewarded with a big extension. The offensive line is coming back intact. The team is loading up again. And recent national power rankings, they've got Buffalo ranked higher than the Chiefs. That's right. Some analysts believe this year the Bills are finally built to beat Kansas City, but it has to show up on the field. And if it doesn't, if Buffalo gets bounced again in the playoffs, especially by Mahomes and Andy Reid, the conversations around McDermott will get louder. That's just the reality. All right, Bills Mafia, now it's your turn. Should the Bills pay James Cook next year? Is $15 million too much for a running back in today's NFL? Or should Beane trust the draft and go young at RB again? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I read every single one of them. And if you drop a great take, I might just shout you out in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps this channel grow and gets our message out to more members of Bills Nation. Subscribe. If you haven't already, we've got more exclusive stories, insider rumors, and draft breakdowns coming your way all off season long. And ring that notification bell so you never miss a minute of the action. This team is chasing greatness. James Cook is chasing that contract, and we're here for every snap of it. Go Bills.